Hello, greetings, Groente. Welcome to another math chat. Been a minute. But we are still within the IEB May 2023 paper 2. And the question we're looking at today is a trig question. So this is exciting. My trig is very rusty, and by the by, when I do these questions, I'm not doing them with the formula sheet nearby. So that also possibly explains why I end up taking a very long route in some cases. But I also am just by nature a minimalist. I want to know the very, very minimum number of formulas I can use to get by. So I guess that's just a fun fact. Anyway, let's look at the question at hand. Question 10a1 says, if f is a single trig function and sine theta times cos 2 theta divided by sine 2 theta, that fraction divided by tan theta minus 1 over tan theta is equal to a times some trig function, as we've been told. So that could be a times sine theta, a times tan theta, etc. Determine the constant a. Okay, so it could be 2 sine theta or 5 tan theta or negative a half cos theta, right? So a, we need to figure out what the number a is and what that trig function f of theta is. Okay, so we want to simplify this very bombastic looking expression on the left hand side of the equation we were given. So let's get into it. The first thing that I want to simplify is this, almost because I feel like I immediately have a sense of what I need to do. The rest of the expression is in terms of sines and causes, so that makes me want to get this into a sine and cos expression as well, because I know that we have that very nifty identity that tan theta is the same as sine theta over cos theta. So let's simplify this then using that knowledge. Tan theta minus 1 over tan theta. So that's just going to, sorry for the sniffles. Oh, man. I don't know where they even found me, but they did. Right. So I've just replaced tan theta with sine theta over cos theta. Right, so that will stay as is for now. What I want to simplify is this fraction. So maybe it's easy to see straight away that that is just the inverse. I mean, that is the definition of an inverse, right? When you talk about the inverse of a number. So the inverse of a half. No, okay, I'm confusing myself. Let's do it in full on the side. Doesn't take very much to confuse me, evidently. It's just going to be the same as 1 times that fraction flipped around, which is cos theta over sine theta. Okay, so that's where that's coming from. Okay, cool. And then we want to simplify the sum. Okay, so our common base will be cos theta, so that this guy's happy, and sine theta, so that this guy's happy. Right, so then in order to get this base to look like that base, we're going to need to times top and bottom with sine theta. So it's going to be sine theta times sine theta. And then similarly, to get this base to look like this base, right, what's missing is the cos theta. So we're going to times top and bottom with cos theta. Oops, wrong color. Cos theta times cos theta. Awesome. So I'm just going to be untidy a little bit and go across because I'm frantically trying to save space. Sine squared theta minus cos squared theta. And our base is cos theta times sine theta. And because, just going back to our original expression, right? Because I can see in this expression, in that bit of the expression, that some of our trig functions have 2 theta as the angle. And this guy is giving compound angle identity or double angle identity. I am tempted to express the numerator here as cos, oh, am I lying? Cos 2 theta. Cos 2 theta is actually cos squared theta minus sine squared theta, right? I think that's right. Yeah, I think that's right. So maybe let me rewrite that in a different color. Okay, so we know that cos squared theta minus sine, no matter, what do I say? Oh, guys, forgive me, I am sick. Cos 2 theta is equal to cos squared theta minus sine squared theta. And we can see here that that difference is swapped around. So we can achieve that by timesing both sides of this identity with -1. So that'll give us negative cos 2 theta is equal to, so that one would become minus and that would become a plus, right? So we can just move that to the front with its plus and the first term to second place with its minus, right? So that means that this is actually negative cos 2 theta, as we saw over here. And down here we still have cos theta times sine theta. And by the by, this is also an interesting looking one because we know that sine 2 theta is equal to 2 sine theta cos theta. So these two almost look alike. So there might be an opportunity to do something with that at some point. But I'm gonna relax, take it easy. Okay, now I need to do some cleaning up. So just imagine that there is some very pleasant elevator music playing as I do that. You know, one day I would like to get to a point where I do fancy things like that with my videos, where I am skillful enough to edit and stuff. Maybe, oh yeah, I had a feeling that was gonna happen. So I'm just gonna get rid of it because you get the point. Okay. Well, what do I want to do here? I want to point over there. Okay, so let's shrink this whole thing actually. Alright, I love that. Okay, so you know what? I actually am just going to go with my intuition because what I'm already seeing is, okay, there is a cos 2 theta here that is potentially maybe going to be cancelled by this one, who knows? And and there is a sine 2 theta as well that potentially needs to get cancelled. Because remember also, this ultimate function that we are ending up with is in terms of theta. It's not in terms of 2 theta. So any reference to 2 theta, ideally, we need to be getting rid of. So I am going to be chacharach a little bit and go ahead with that train of thought that I had. I'm going to rewrite this in terms of the angle 2 theta instead of the angle theta. So I already hinted the direction I was going to take, right? We know that sine 2 theta, I'm suddenly not so keen on this color. Let's try that again. So we know that sine 2 theta is equal to 2 sine theta cos theta, right? And we just want an expression for sine theta cos theta or cos theta sine theta, potato. So what we're going to do, divide by 2 on both sides, or in other words, half both sides here. So actually then sine theta cos theta is the same as sine 2 theta over 2, which is the same as a half. I'm running out of space. Whoa. Right, it's the same as a half sine 2 theta, right? So let's shrink this as well so that it kind of looks proportionate to its peers. So yeah, we're saying that this guy we can rewrite using this idea here. So we now have minus cos 2 theta, and down here we now have a half sine 2 theta, right? And dividing by a half is just the same as timesing by 2, right? 1 divided by a half, well, there's 2 halves in 1. So this can be rewritten as negative 2 cos 2 theta divided by sine 2 theta. Okay, righty doos. I'm already so excited. So I'm going to try and shrink this as well. Okay, I actually want to move this down here. Makes me feel better. Right. So now we can look at this whole expression again. We are now able to replace this with this, which is just in terms of cos and sine of 2 theta, which is awesome. So let us do that. Oh, wait, some more elevator music. I would like to, oh, it just disappeared. Duplicate and put that. Oh, that is a very weird looking theta now that I have had time to look at it closely. Okay, so we said that these are the same, which is just fantastic. I'm going to move this down to a new page. Okay, right. So we are now going to say the left hand side of that equation, identity, I don't know, is equal to, okay, so that first bit looks like that. Okay, and then over here we have the division by this guy, whom we are going to replace by this. So we have minus 2 cos 2 theta divided by sine 2 theta. And then we know that to divide by a fraction, we just need to times by the inverse. Oi. This too shall pass. Hopefully this is like some kind of a symbol of martyrdom. Martyrdom. You know, this I will record videos for the nations even when I am on my deathbed, kind of a thing. Right, so we have now flipped these around because we're dividing. And now we can cancel, my favorite thing in the whole world. So that cos 2 theta is going to cancel with this one, and the sine 2 theta, woohoo, cancels with that one. And remember, that's going to leave a 1. Wherever we cancel, we're leaving a 1, right? We're not leaving a 0. So what we're left with over here, we're just left with the sine theta, right? Well, sine theta times 1, which is just sine theta. And over here, remember, we haven't left nothing. We've left a 1. So that's going to be that. Okay, I'm just going to wrap this up quickly. So we've got minus 1 over 2. So in conclusion, this ends up being minus a half times sine theta. So the A is minus a half, and the f of theta is a sine theta. And let's just quickly see if the memo agrees. Memo, yes, the memo agrees. Awesome stuff.